I started the Heartgold save file on October 5th, 2024, and as of the recording of this video right now, it's October 4th. So almost a year. Since then, we've invested 188 hours and 11 minutes, and we have 171 in the Pokedex. So a good amount of time invested in the game, at least for me. Right now I'm doing some secret stuff in the Dragon's Den. We'll talk about that in future videos. For now, I want to show you guys actually what's got cooking in the party. Let's start there. So I got this Absol, it's Adamant Nature, which boosts its attack. And this is the Pokemon I use to capture other Pokemon more easily. We got moves like False Swipe, Mean Look, and Night Slash. And I eventually need to get Thunder Wave on it to also help capture Pokemon. This is the newest addition to the team, Shiny Yanmega. We even got the Shiny Crown too, so we got a Trainer Star card for that. This thing is awesome. I just finished training this like within the last maybe a week or two. I'm happy that I got it within this last year because I wanted to showcase that in this video. Look how cool that thing is. I got Xatu. This Xatu was a part of the team that I used to kind of go through all of the gym leaders and such. But now I just use it to fly around. This Gloom I just got in the party. We got a Linoon. We got actually a couple Linoons to help us with the pickup ability to get a lot of items. Let's go check out the Pokebox because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of good stuff we could chat about in there too. I think that's what most people want to see anyways. What Pokemon we got? We got some good ones. So box 18 is kind of where I throw all the things that I kind of need, either utility Pokemon or Pokemon that I guess we kind of trained. That will eventually go to like some other boxes. Got a Slugmon here because that's going to help us hatch Pokemon a lot more easily. I got an egg. I think that's a Yanma egg, I'm pretty sure. Or that's an Onyx egg, I don't know. Let's actually go to Typhlosion. So we got this Typhlosion. So on October 6th, a day after starting the save file, I got the shiny Cyndaquil at 9 o'clock p.m. And it only took a day to get. That was crazy. I didn't even do that many soft resets. I didn't also track how many resets that took because I don't like usually tracking resets that much. It kind of just bothers me and it makes me realize how much time maybe I invested in getting this Pokemon. But now I kind of do because I think it's kind of fun to try and see the where the shiny appears in that like expected probability. I think it's kind of cool. Anyway, we started with Typhlosion. When I first started the save file, I wanted to just soft reset maybe for like a week or so and see if we could get a shiny because I knew that the soft resets were quite quick. And we definitely got lucky like in like a full day of actually getting the shiny, so I'm definitely thankful for that. It has a rash nature, which is actually pretty good. It increases the special attack but lowers the special defense. I did EV train this Pokemon, so this actually did take a while. So what I did was, when the game started, I just kind of speed ran until we got to the Sprout Tower, and at night you can get special attack EVs by fainting Ghastlies, and then you can get the speed with the Rattata. So Bellsprout Tower was like perfect. So I ensured that I didn't like defeat anything until I got to the Bellsprout Tower. But yeah, here are all of the tally marks of the EVs, so it took a little bit. Yeah, so I made a note here, I finished the EV training on October 18th, so the shiny we got on October 6th, and it took about 12 days to actually do all that, the EV training. It took a while. That's like 500 something Pokemon defeating, because I didn't have the Matcha Race, we didn't have any power items, we were just going with it, and I could have transferred it like a power item, or I guess I didn't have any power items in the other game, but in Soul Silver, I still have my save file. It's kind of far, but we do have the Matcha Brace, and I could have transferred it over, but I thought it would just be, I guess, kind of more fun just to suffer, maybe, I don't know. But that is something that I did. And right now, I'm not really, the IVs are kind of like meh, so in case you're wondering, it's got 1 IV in HP, 8 in attack, 17 defense, 2 special attack, 25 special defense, and 31 speed. Actually, so, oh, it does have perfect speed. That is interesting. I kind of forgot about that. That's cool. I kind of wish it had higher special attack. It's got 2. But you know what? It's fast. It's a fast boy. Yeah, that took a little while to get, but that was fun. We have up here Arbok too. Man, it's such a cool shiny. I shiny hunted this in Goldenrod City. You can actually do it quite quickly because you can buy 5 at once in the game corner. So actually, I remember playing Voltorb Flip like a lot. Like I got not addicted, but I enjoyed playing Voltorb Flip. It was like a nice little like mental puzzle challenge thing. But yeah, I had to play that for hours to get enough coins to buy 5 Ekans. So, see, I definitely wrote this somewhere. But look at all these tally marks. So it took 1,472 resets, which is, I said, about 7,360 encounters. I don't think I made a note exactly which one was the encounter, like in the party. But anyway, it was about that much. I got that on December, so I started that on November 7th, or I guess I started playing the Voltorb Flip on November 7th, but then December 6th, so like a month later, is when I got the shiny Ekans, and we EV trained it in attack and speed as well, or attack and speed. I just did 252 of each because, or 255 each, just because it's a little easier. I had the Matra bracelet this time, so it was a lot easier, but I didn't have enough money for vitamins. Maybe I did, but I didn't want to use the money anyway. I forgot where I did I think I did the speed. There's a whole video on it, but I'm pretty sure I did the speed in Bellsprout Tower, and then the attack. Oh, I think I did Goldeen's by Mount Mortar. But yeah, look how cool this is. Actually, I gotta rename this. What am I doing? Yeah, I should definitely rename this. I think what I'm gonna call it is probably Nagini. I think in my head, like, a shiny Survivor looks the most like Nagini, or like in my head what Nagini would look like, but this is close enough. I still have yet to train it to level 100. It's something that I gotta do. I don't intend on using this in the Battle Frontier or Typhlosion, just because I don't like love Typhlosion enough to grind it through the Battle Frontier, and I do love Ekans, but it's just not an optimal Pokemon for the Frontier. It's just the base stats are not strong enough, but maybe we'll give it a shot, you know, have some fun with it. I should go get the effort ribbons on these two. That would be ideal. But yeah, this hunt took a little while. It was a lot of fun though in the game corner. Some other Pokemon we got a sweet scent Pokemon Oddish in this Pokebox. Shelgon's my headbutt. Ooh, this Butterfree. So this Butterfree's got Thief and Compound Eyes. Definitely got to get one of these for the post game or the late game. So Compound Eyes increases the chance, I think it's like by 30-something%, of a Pokemon in the wild having a certain item. So like if you go Magnemites in the wild, I think it's like a 5% chance they have Metal Coat, but if you got Butterfree, that's improved a lot. And then Thief allows you to steal the item. So Butterfree is a nice utility Pokemon, and it's just look at the Pokemon, it's Butterfree. So this was really important too for the lucky eggs. So if you want to steal lucky eggs from Chansey, it's a lot easier to get in this game. So definitely need one of these. Tentacruel I just have because it has, I think it's Waterfall and Surf. So this Magikarp with a Smoke Ball came in a lot of handy, specifically level 36, although I don't think I really used it that much, but it helps capture Dittos, so the Ditto will transform into Magikarp. And you throw a Repeat Ball and Ultra Ball at it, and it's pretty much like a 100% chance. So that came in handy. Actually, while we're on sorry, I'm talking kind of fast. There's a lot that I want to say. On the topic of Dittos, all these Dittos are, man, how many? Oh, I didn't make a note. I made a note and then deleted it. I captured, I think it was like 200 something Dittos. I think I made a video about it. So all these Dittos going left from right all have at least one IV, or one perfect IV. So we got HP, defense, sorry, HP, attack, defense. This one's got, actually this shouldn't be over here, but this one's got defense and speed. So that's actually a really good one. Actually, we're gonna move that to over here. So these are some of the other Dittos too. So yeah, I was able to get 2 Dittos with perfect IVs. One's got, this was like out of like 200 something Dittos, so it low probability. But yeah, one's got special defense and speed, and the other one's got defense and speed. But yeah, going back to this other box, these are all sorted Dittos. They each have some perfect IV. Most of them had Adamant Nature because I was using the Synchronize ability. I think I had Synchronize Abra, which I have in my party right now. It's this one. So if you have that first in your party and you make it faint, then I don't remember the probability, maybe it's 50% chance, but the Pokemon in the wild will have the same ability as that Abra or the Pokemon with the Synchronize ability if it's first in your party. And the reason why I was doing that is because I eventually want a shiny Metagross, and if you know, not thinking about it, that's tough, because an Adamant Nature one would be nice, and you need a good Ditto because it only breeds with Ditto. But now I'm thinking about it, another side thought is you can't do the Masuda method with the Everstone anyway, so I wonder if it's even worth getting these Dittos. Anyway, We got a whole bunch of Dittos that we can use, but some of them have different natures, but most of them had the adamant nature. And these are just leftover Dittos. But yeah, we got a lot. I spent a lot of time getting those Dittos, like definitely like over a week. I don't know why Graveler's here. I don't know. I don't know why. Oh, we gotta trade these to another game to evolve them for the Pokedex entry. So I'm still working on the Pokedex. We gotta get that trainer card star. I definitely took a break from that the last like month or two because I am, what do you call it? I was training or trying to breed for shiny Yanmega. But yeah, I just have these because I know we gotta trade them over. And we got 2 Linoons. This one's a level 92 and this other one in the party is like an 80, level 80. They both have the pickup ability, which is great because when you're grinding, just in general, you can have a probability of picking up some item, which is usually really good. And if you have them level 80 or 90, you get some high quality items. I definitely got already some sunstones from it, so that'll be helpful. And then this Aaron is one that I traded from one of my, I think Emerald or Fire Red, and it's just got some good IVs and for the Pokedex entry and a good nature. I definitely want to train up a good Aggron in this generation, so this will kind of be helpful. But yeah, those are just some of the good Pokemon that we got. And here's a whole box of Yanmas that I was using during the breeding process to get the shiny. Almost all these have 3 or 4 IVs, maybe some got 2, but all the males are up top and all the females are down at the bottom, just so kind of some sort of organization. There are some like Japanese version ones in here just for the Masuda method that was helpful. I do have the Japanese Soul Silver copy that I got when I went to Japan, and I did start to play that just so I can trade the Pokemon over to Goldenrod City to do that breeding, but I didn't really play that too far. These were the 2 parents that I had for the breeding process for the shiny. I don't know why I have them in this box. Oh yeah, because that box is full. And also, quick spoiler, maybe alert, I am trying to get a shiny Onix, shiny Steelix, because Steelix is one of my favorite Pokemon. It's so cool. So I'm working on that. As for some of the other Pokemon we got in here, actually, yeah, hold on, before we do that, I want to go back to Yanmega, because one thing I did that was fun was again that shiny, I think we already talked about the shiny leaf. But that was kind of fun. You got to go like in different spots and just start talking to the Pokemon, then eventually they find a shiny leaf, and then you can have it made into a crown. But yeah, I guess we talked about that. All these other boxes are just kind of like anarchy. It's just Pokemon that I caught. I'm not really organizing them in any specific way. There's still a whole bunch of Pokemon we got to catch, and I would like to do a majority of the catching and things in this game. I don't want to trade up too many Pokemon from my Gen 3 save files like Fire Red or Emerald, although I probably will have to for some of them. But for the most part, I want to get a majority of them in this game. Like, I don't want to get too hung up on maybe some of them. Like, I have another copy of Soul Silver, but I'm not going to play through that game multiple times just to get like the starters for, say, I think the Hoenn region, or maybe like Charmander, Squirtle, or the Concert region. So I think I'm just going to trade those up. Like, it's not a big deal, at least in my head. We did, wow, actually we caught this Latios. I never checked it yet, but it's got a modest nature, which is really awesome. I think, did I throw a, no, I threw an Ultra Ball. This was actually really easy to catch. But sweet, it's got modest nature. Maybe I'll use that for something cool. Oh yeah, so this Umbreon over here was actually used for the mean look. So Absol can learn mean look through breeding. Or yeah, through breeding, or an egg move. So I had to do some, I trained this Umbreon in Emerald, taught it mean look, traded it up to this game, then bred it with an Absol, and as it learns mean look at an earlier level in the Gen 3 game, so I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, that's how I did that. I do want a shiny Umbreon. One thing I haven't done yet in this game or my Soul Silver file is pick up the Eevee from Bill's house. So I will probably soft reset that, although I kind of actually want to breed for that because we can get at least one good IV. Maybe I'll breed for that actually. Now that we got access to like the power items and that aspect of breeding, and then the Masuda method, I think that just, for the Pokemon that I'm probably going to use in the frontier, I think that just makes more sense to probably do that. Some other Pokemon we got, nothing, I don't think too notable here. I think these were Pokemon that yeah, so these are my Pokemon that I traded over from another file. I don't remember exactly when I did this. Maybe that was from my Soul Silver game. These are all the synchronized Abras that I have yet to sort. I just need the admin ones, so all the other ones I just kept in here for a future date to go back to. So that Japanese Soul Silver file that I bought, I transferred some cool Pokemon that they had to this game. I'm pretty sure some of these are probably hacked, but it is what it is. I still think it's cool. So we got a Chrysalism. I'm pretty sure that's like an event too. The Mew, pretty sure that's an event as well. And it's got, yeah, it has the solid rock ability. I don't think Mew can even get that. They had a Lugia, a Darkrai. I never even had a Darkrai in a game before. And then Shiny Suicune, and then a Celebi. So a lot of these Pokemon I wasn't really able to get anyway, I think because of events, but the save file had it, so I just transferred it over to here. I still think it would be fun to try and give myself the events in this game, like kind of how I did with the mystery events in Emerald and Fire Red. I'm not exactly sure how to do that yet, but that'll be, you know, far down the road. But I just wanted to put them in this game. That'll be kind of cool. So that's all the Pokemon, kind of. I still got a lot to do, a lot to capture. And so I got to slowly chip away at this. But that'll be coming in the near future. Here's the trainer card we got. So we got 2 stars. We got almost max money because I was grinding the gym leaders in this game and that rich dude in Olivine City, the lighthouse. Get money pretty easily in this game. I gotta buy something though. We got 171 Pokedex. Yeah, here we go. Started October 5th. Yeah, 2 stars though. 2 stars. Let's see. I link traded 31 times. That seems... Oh yeah, most of that was to trade back and forth for the Yanmegas and stuff, for the Yanmas. Made the Hall of Fame on February 1st, so October, November, December, January, February. 4 months it took. I still didn't beat the Elite Four the second time yet. I gotta go back and do that. Not like a huge priority though. If we check out the bag, we got some good bag stuff. So we got Choice Scarf. There's a lot of good items in this game as well, especially for the Frontier. Bought a whole bunch of Max Repels just because we could. We got 19 Oval Stones because that was how we got the Lucky Egg. Yeah, we got 4 Lucky Eggs. Again, they're pretty easy in this game, especially if you have a Pokemon with Compound Eyes and Thief. But yeah, you just wait for the chances for them. You keep checking the radio, then you go over there and you just grind. You get them. And I figured I wanted at least like 3. 2 for this game because like why not? And then 1 to transfer. And then I was like, let's just get another one. Like why not? I don't know when the next Chansey raid's gonna be. Also, look at all these quick powders. We got 75 quick powders. Got all those from the Dittos that we've been capturing, and the Metal Powder too. It's more rare. Then after a while, I was like, why am I even... I don't even think I'm ever gonna have a use for this quick powder, so why am I getting them all? So I stopped doing that. We got a Life Orb here. We got the power items. The power items are all over the place in this bag because, again, I was using them for breeding. Oh, we got this White Flute too. This is helping increase the encounter rate. That was actually kind of like a weird spot to get to. Wasn't expecting that. But it's by like that cliff cave. Whoops. Yeah, we got a lot of good items. I'm not a fan of this item box though. I think probably Platinum even more than this. But yeah, I think the Fire Red I think is the best bag space in my opinion. We got 12 rare candies. Got most of them from pickup ability. Nothing too crazy here. Oh, we got a lot of Ultra Balls and Quick Balls and Dusk Balls because I was just buying them because we had a lot of money. So Luxury Balls, I'm trying to get a lot of them too because we're going to use that to capture shinies. And I want to attempt probably to get Rayquaza shiny in a Luxury Ball. It's going to be tough, need some preparation. But you can buy these on Sundays at I think the 6th floor in Goldenrod department store. You can't buy them, but you get like a ticket and you get like a chance of winning it. But I mean, if you buy like 1,000 tickets, you can only do 1 at a time though. But if you buy like 1,000 tickets, you'll get, I think it's like a 30% chance. So you'll probably have about 300 Luxury Balls, but a lot easier to get in this game. Still got the Master Ball. I need to get some more repeat balls too. We got some good TMs too. I mean, I'm not really going to go too into detail with that. The berries I haven't really been doing anything with, but we probably have to get started. Nothing in the mail. And I don't think really anything over here. We did start doing some Battle Frontier stuff. I'm mostly just the Battle Factory to get the battle points, or get enough battle points to buy the... To buy the what? To buy the power items. which are incredibly important. Kind of in general though, my experience playing through this game again is I thought the first part with the gym leaders, the just Johto region, it felt, I mean, it was enjoyable, but I remember it being more fun as a kid. Once I got to the post game, then after that is where I think the game picked up a lot and became a lot more fun. The Pokemon in the wild are either higher levels, or like the gym leaders were higher levels, where it felt not, I'm gonna say more challenging, but I guess more rewarding to defeat. It just felt like there was a lot more things to do and it was more fun to do. But yeah, once we got to the post game in this, it was very exciting, but I was struggling a little bit, I guess, in some parts of the Johto region initially, like to find enjoyment in it. One thing I did do that I wanted to note, I made a whole video about it too. Before I started training the Absol, or breeding for the Absol, I decided that I wanted to shiny hunt the Umbreon, and I put myself in this bind where I wanted to play this game, but I didn't want to shiny hunt. So I felt like I couldn't play the game because shiny hunting for the Umbreon was the most optimal thing to do and the most efficient use of my time in this game, where I just didn't even play the game at all. So that put me in a 4-month, I guess maybe, depression from playing this game. But then once I was like, let's just pick up the game and do whatever I want to do, that's when it became a lot more enjoyable. So I kind of learned, something about myself there, which was kind of interesting. Which that definitely happened in the past too, with games or just other things. So don't put yourself in a bind. Some things you just gotta do for enjoyment. I prepared a lot. So one thing moving forward is the team that I'm going to be developing for the Frontier. I thought about this for hours, more than that, maybe days of time. I know what I'm going to be building. We're obviously going to be using the shiny Yanmega, but we're working on 2 other shinies trying to get for the Frontier. So that'll be exciting to do in near future videos. We need 100 wins with the team to get the star on the trainer card. So we need to do that. We have 3 stars left on the trainer card. The tower, we need to complete the whole Pokedex minus the event legendaries, and the Pokedome thing, the Pokeathlon. I keep forgetting exactly what it is, but it'd be cool to also use the Pokemon maybe that we use in the Battle Tower in the Pokedome thing. That'll be kind of fun. So that's kind of my plans moving forward, is again get that trainer card, but the immediate future, I guess 2 things is to get those 2 Pokemon, those 2 shinies for the team, and then to slowly chip away at the Pokedex and try and build it up. In this game, the trainer card is black if you get it 5-star, so that's gonna be sick to have. Pretty excited. Again, it's a lot of work, gonna put in a lot of time. I don't think we'll be able to, this next year, I don't think we're gonna be able to complete the whole trainer card with all those stars, but we probably get 1 or 2 off there, or on there. But probably within 2 years, maybe. There's a lot of things I'm doing in this game, the Gen 3 games, and now the Gen 5 thing, the Gen 5 game, so it's going to take a little bit. I'm trying to think if there's really anything else to look at in this game. I don't think so. So from 120 hours to 180 is when I was just doing Yanmega, just doing Yanmega. So a huge chunk of the time was just dedicated to that Pokemon. But also we did soft reset for Cyndaquil and Ekans, so a majority of the time too playing this game was actually not even played in the game. There was no hours logged. So something always to keep in mind too. I've been really enjoying these games, and now that we're in the post game, it's just a whole lot more fun. There's definitely a whole bunch of things that I want to do in the near future, kind of like we discussed. It's very exciting, and I still got Platinum. I gotta get Shiny Giratina, and then continue through that game so then I can capture Pokemon over there to transfer to this game. But also I do have a lot of Pokemon in my Soul Silver file that I want to transfer to this game that I already caught or kind of used. Because this is going to be the forever save file, and then that Soul Silver file is just going to be kind of a game that maybe I used supporting this. I do also have that Japanese Soul Silver file where I do want to play through at least a little bit, maybe just beat the game, because then I'll get access to that Battle Frontier dude where I can check the IVs. But how I have it set up right now, I can transfer Pokemon that I need to that game to get a Japanese version of a Pokemon that I am breeding for, then I could transfer it to this game and then actually breed for it through via the Masuna method. So I don't absolutely need to do anything in that game, but it would be probably beneficial just to save myself some time in the future. But yeah, other than that, I think that's all we got for this video, this save file. Putting a dent into it. Hopefully everybody else is enjoying their Pokemon adventures. Definitely check out some of the videos on the channel if you haven't watched some of the episodes leading up to this one. You can go back and kind of follow the adventure on things that I've done in this game and like things that I chipped away at, which eventually lead to how this file looks right now. Take care everybody, hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for watching and take care.